Hello and welcome to this video in which we shall continue to discuss finding the domain algebraically. So here we have something under the root. So we should write it as x squared plus 9x plus 18 greater than or equal to 0. And then here, because it's a quadratic, we have to factorize. So x plus 6, x plus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Now, if this were, if this were a regular equation, you would have x plus 6, x plus 3 equals 0. So x equals -6 and x equals -3. However, since it's an inequality, we have to draw a number line and test for both values. So we have -6 and -3. And we want to know what the solution is. So the solution will either exist between them or outside at the edges. So it's either the black region or the green region. How do we figure this out? We pick any random number other than the two numbers we already wrote down. So anything other than -3 and -6. And of course, the easiest number to pick is always 0. So let's pick 0. 0 will be after the -3, so it will be in this region here. And we see whether 0 satisfies this inequality or not. So let's plug 0. We have 0 power 2 plus 9 times 0 plus 18 greater than or equal to 0. So is 18 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, it is. So 0 is a correct value. 0 works. So therefore, the region to which 0 belongs will all work. Which region is this? It's the black region. So this region and this region as well. So the solution will be either less than -6 or greater than -3. However, do we add or equal or not? Well, this depends on our initial condition. So our initial condition had an or equal sign. So therefore, we're going to have or equal in our answer as well. So there are multiple ways to write this. Either we write x less than or equal -6 union x greater than or equal to -3. Or instead of the union, we could have used or. This would have also worked. And this is the correct answer. This is a similar question, so let's try it out. First, we write our inequality down. So x squared minus 3x minus 40 is greater than or equal to 0. And then we have to factorize. So this will be x minus 8x plus 5 greater than or equal to 0. So like we said before, if this were an inequality, the solutions would be positive 8 and -5. Therefore, we're going to draw a number line with -5 and positive 8. Now, the solution will either lie in between them or outside of them. In order to figure this out, we need any random number to test. So I'm going to choose 0 because 0 is always the easiest number. 0 in this case lies between the negative and positive numbers. So 0 belongs to the green region. And we're going to plug it into the original equation. So we have 0 minus 0 minus 40 greater than or equal 0. Of course, -40 is not greater than or equal to 0. So 0 does not work. So therefore, the region to which 0 belongs is incorrect. And this is the correct region. We're going to write x is less than or equal -5. X is greater than or equal to 8. So x is less than or equal -5, or x is greater than or equal to 8. This is correct as well. Let's try this one out. We have -x squared minus 6x plus 16 greater than or equal to 0. Now, we always like to make the x squared positive, So let's multiply or divide by -1 on both sides. In other words, we're just going to change the signs of everything, but we're also going to change the inequality sign. So this becomes x squared plus 6x minus 16 less than or equal to 0. You can factorize this into x plus 8, x minus 2. So therefore, our two values are -8 and +2. We write them down on the number line, -8, +2. We're either going to select from this region or from this region here. So which value do we test with? Normally 0 is the nicest value to use. So we take the 0 and plug it into either function. So you can put it here or you can put it here, it doesn't matter. So 0 plus 0 minus 16 less than or equal to 0. This is a correct statement. -16 is less than or equal to 0. Therefore, 0 works, and we're going to choose this area here. So -8 less than or equal x less than or equal 2. So here we do not need to use the union or the or. You can just write it as a single inequality. -8 less than or equal x less than or equal +2. So finally, we have a rational function. So we said that for a rational function where we have a fraction, we said the denominator cannot be 0. So this is written as x squared plus 5x minus 6 is not equal to 0. And we're going to factorize this. So we have x plus 6, x minus 1, not equal to 0. So therefore, either x is not equal to -6 or x is not equal to +1. So the answer type here would be all values except 2, where we put -6 in the first box and +1 in the second box. Let's try one more. So this is similar to the stuff we did before, where we have -x squared minus 3x plus 40 greater than or equal to 0. So therefore, x squared plus 3x minus 40 is less than or equal to 0. So what I did here was I divided this by -1, I divided this by -1. So I had to change the inequality sign. So now we have x plus 8, x minus 5 less than or equal to 0. So we have -8 and +5. We put them on the number line. So -8, +5. We test a number either from the blue region or the green region. I'm going to use the blue region because it has the 0. I'm going to plot or plug the 0 here. We get 0 plus 0 minus 40 less than or equal 0. Of course, this statement is it's actually a correct statement. Excuse me, it is a correct statement because -40 is less than or equal to 0. So 0 works. So our answer is going to be -8 less than or equal x less than or equal to 5. And this brings us to the end of our video. I hope this has been beneficial. Thank you for watching.